Hello, anybody? Just going to give it a minute. Had two people waiting, but they left. Yikes. Somebody came back. Yay. Hello. Welcome to our second Sale-a-Bration celebration. How are you, whoever you are? Two people back. Yay. That's good. I'm a little early. I just decided it was 3:55 and I just pop on because I'm ready. Ready as I'll ever be. So I'll just sip my tea for a few minutes and chat with whoever's here. Hello. Welcome. Tonight's going to be more like today is going to be more like a regular live that I do. Not as much participation as we had last Tuesday. Hi, Julia. Welcome. How are you doing? I haven't seen you in a while. Well, on Facebook I have occasionally. I hope you're doing well. Hi, Nick. So we're going to use Approaching Perfection first. Then we'll move on to the Ombre paper with Punch Party and something else, I forget. And then we'll move on to A Touch of Ink. And we're going to use a little bit of the Berry Delightful paper with that one. Hi, Jen. Wow. Who all left? It went from 3 to 1. So, anyway. So weird. Now it's back up to 2. Anyway, I'm glad to see you here, everyone. We'll just give it a couple minutes because I'm a few minutes early. Why does it say only 2 people watching and I have 3 people commenting? This is so weird. I don't know. I don't understand. YouTube's driving me a little nuts lately. I'm having issues even in my YouTube studio I can't get to analytics all of a sudden. It's kind of weird, but it's sporadic. Maybe they were updating something because I go on at weird hours too. It's YouTube. Yeah, it doesn't surprise me. Plus, with everybody, so many people working from home and homeschooling and stuff now still, there's a lot more computer usage all at the same time. So, I don't know. YouTube is kind of crazy. Yep. Facebook's not a whole lot better from what I can tell. I don't do Facebook Lives because I don't like it. They changed something in Facebook a while back and I don't even like the format of it. So anyway. Yeah, I was getting errors too, Jen. So maybe it was definitely on their side. Thank you for the thumbs up, whoever did that. That's nice of you to do that. Considering we didn't even start yet. I'm going to try and finish this tea so I don't spill it on me. I don't know if I'll be able to do that, so let me sit it out of the way. It's cold anyway. I don't mind cold tea as much as I do cold coffee. You two are getting errors. Wow. Well, this is looking like I have it way over too far that way. I'm going to slide the whole thing over so I have more room. Sorry. Oh, thank you guys. Okay, so Sale-a-Bration ends the 28th of February, which is Sunday. So this is, for those that might not know, I think most of you on here do, that this is where if you buy $50 or $100 worth of other merchandise, you can select certain items free. So this Paper Blooms is one that you can use. We're not using that tonight, but I'll show you some things we did with that before. We did Darling Donkeys just Tuesday, along with the Flower and Field paper, and we made that cute card. I made another one too previously, but I don't have that handy. And that was with the Flower and Field paper, which is also, I believe, a $50 free with $50 purchase. Tonight, the first card we're going to make, we'll use Approaching Perfection with the Oso Ombre paper. Actually, no, we're going to use Approaching Perfection with a different paper, Flower and Field, I think. I can't remember now. It might be the other flower one. But we will be using Oso Ombre tonight and every single colorway. We used Corner Bouquet on Tuesday and made this beautiful slimline card. Thanks to all your inputs. Tuesday was a fun night, right? And we also did a Heal Your Heart card. Actually, we used that. The thank you here, that's free with a $50 purchase. So, okay. Flower and Field is paper. We're actually going to use this polka dotted paper for the first card. And that is free, a Designer Series 12 by 12 paper, free with a $50 purchase. And we're going to use a touch of ink for the last card. And with that, we're actually going to use the Berry Delightful paper, which comes with this Berry Blessings stamp set. That's free as a combo with the $100 purchase. And that's a really cute stamp set. And I don't know, well, when we get there, I'll show you which paper I'm going to use because it's kind of something I've been wanting to do. And we will also be using the Punch Party on the second batch of cards. It's a batch of cards. And really just a sentiment and the postage stamp punch and the heart punches we're going to use. That set is free with the $300 order, or you would have had to have a party, but it's kind of too late for a party unless you want to have a real quick 2-day party. Yes, I'll get into that in a few minutes. This is the last Friday that I'm doing a scheduled Friday live. I'll just talk about it now. I may do occasional Friday lives, but starting next week, my live streams will be Wednesday nights at 7 p.m. Eastern. I'm just going to do one a week. And I will occasionally do a Friday live, but it's not going to be a regularly scheduled thing. And I'll announce it in my Facebook group when I'm going to do it, and or on my community tab here on YouTube, hopefully like a day in advance or something. Because I think we have the new annual catalog that's going to be starting in May. So I may not do many for a while, and then probably late April, early May, I may start to do some again. So on Fridays, just because we're still going to have the mini catalog going till the end of June, and then we'll have the new annual catalog coming out effective May 3rd for you guys. So anyway, let me clear my desk off here. I just was given some examples, and well, actually I want to leave a couple of these out. Okay, another announcement. The strawberry, let me find that here. I had that here a minute ago. What did I do with it? I don't know. The Sweet Strawberry Bundle is no longer orderable. They are getting a shipment in, and they will fill all the back orders. If anybody has a back order, I don't think anybody does with me, but I'm not positive. However, I learned today that this bundle will be carrying over to the new annual catalog. This is down too low. So if you missed out on this in the mini catalog, January to June mini, don't fret. It will be carrying over. However, that said, if you wanted the coordinating Berry Blessings and Berry Delightful paper in Sale-a-Bration, I have no clue whether that's carrying over or not. So if you wanted these, you had to order $100 of other stuff in order to get these free. And I'm not guaranteed that they're going to carry over. So, but I do know this strawberry, sweet strawberry bundle will be, so it will be in the May 3rd annual catalog. They're expecting another shipment, but they don't think they're going to get it in time before the annual goes live. So, because their manufacturer of the punch is the delay, is having issues, I guess, with distribution. And this is something we made a while back, and with that strawberry punch and that berry blessing, berry delightful paper. So you can make some really cute items with it. So yeah. Okay. So next announcement is right now you can get the Hey Birthday Chick and the Hey Chick, which I finally broke down and ordered. Hi, Brandy. Welcome. Hey, Marla. Glad you could make it for a little while. So I did one card with this, which Nyx has put her name on already. This one here. So we'll be doing more with that at some point. I don't know when, but that's available till June 3rd, I believe. Also, that might be, I might have that wrong. Hang on a second. Let me get the date right so I don't tell you wrong. I have it in here. So both the Hey Birthday Chick bundle and the Hey Chick bundle. 30th of June. They're available now through the 30th of June. But if you want to get any Sale-a-Bration free items, you have to order by Sunday because they go away as of Sunday. Okay. So anyway, Hey Chick is on its way to me. I can't wait. And then I'll do more with both of those. And next week we're gonna be using Butterfly Brilliance because next Tuesday, the 2nd of March, this bundle goes live. Look at this. I have hair everywhere. Oh, that's cat fur. But right now, Floating and Fluttering is available, and I think I did a card with that already. I did. Oh no, this is Butterfly Brilliance. I'm sorry. I did not. So these are some card samples from Butterfly Brilliance. This set, which has 2 sets of dies in here, the other one's behind it, which is a detailed one. It cuts out these. And I still want to do more with this. So we're going to be doing butterflies and maybe some other stuff. It won't be all butterflies next Tuesday. I'm sorry, next Wednesday. I'm still getting used to it. So this one is available now through June 30th. This one is available March 2nd because it's also going to be in the annual catalog, but they're rolling it out early for us, okay? So, yeah, that's a pretty one. And this is too, so I'm looking forward to using those. So come back Wednesday for those. And let me see what other announcements. This is the host code to use for any order under 150 through February 28th. Okay, one more thing. Annual catalog. If anybody wants an annual catalog, I'm kind of reducing the time frame for this one because there seem to be so many catalogs all at the same time. I need to have people that have ordered $50 or more or 3 months worth of paper pumpkin between December 1st and March 30th because I have to put in my mailing list for people, my customers, to get the catalog by no later than the 31st of March. That's the cutoff. So, yes, I could use those. That's right, Jen. So anyway, if anybody wants a catalog, that's a customer, make sure that you purchase $50 or more or do like a 3-month paper pumpkin prepay. If you've already done that between December and now, you're automatically going to get a catalog from me. Annual catalog is what we're talking about. So that will be effective from May 3rd, 2021 till the end of April 2022. I don't have it yet. As demonstrators, we'll get it a little earlier, or access to it a little earlier. but they'll mail out probably mid-April is what I'm guessing to customers, and it'll be effective the 4th of May. I keep saying the 3rd. It's the 4th of May. Okay, so make sure you have your orders in so that you can get one of those. And the next paper pumpkin is going to be great because it's called The Adventure Begins. It's going to have mountains and trees and clouds and 4 free stencils and a sponge that you can cut in 6 wedges or 4 wedges or whatever you want to do. A stamping sponge. So that's going to be a fun one. Don't miss out on that. I am going to still try and do alternatives for this month's Bouquet of Hope very soon. And let me see if there's anything else I missed. Oh, only one more thing. The other night we used 3 different sizes of cards. We used A2, we made a slimline, and then we used a large Memories and More card. And people were like, what size is that? What are you talking about? This is how they come. This is a new pack because I was using up, this was my last one in Whisper White. So here's the basic white. You get 20 cards and 20 envelopes. Now, 10 of them are 3 1/4 by 4 1/4, and they fit a 3 by 4 Memories and More card. So in case you don't know what those are, here is an example of a current one that Stampin' Up! Has. These are 3 by 4. They're like Project Life cards. But some of these, like this one, you can just put it on a little card that's 3 1/4 by 4 1/4, and you've got an instant card. Here, Thinking of You, instant card. So these are the Dandy Garden Memories and More. Or here's a background, and then you can stamp your own. So that's the small ones, and we're going to use small ones tonight because we didn't do that the other night. Or they have also the 4 1/4 by 6 1/4, and they have 4 by 6 Memories and More cards. So these are like Stampin' Up's equivalent of Project Life cards, and they're double-sided. So you can use them in journaling, or you can use them to make cards. And an easy way to make cards is just get a pack of the basic white note cards and envelopes. I'm sorry, Memories and More. This is not the right one. But they do have Memories and More cards and envelopes. And they come like in a pack like this. So you get 10 little ones and 10 big ones and 20 envelopes, 10 of each size. Okay, now we're going to use the small ones tonight. That'll be the second thing that we do. Does anybody have any questions on that? Hi, Marie from Nevada. Hi, honeybees. You love the black and pink butterfly card. Okay, well, we're going to do, let me move this stuff out of the way. We're going to do, I'm going to leave this here for a minute. We're going to use Approaching Perfection first because I don't have this card. This is actually the 3rd card I started working on, and I don't have it all the way made, so I really can't show you it. But this paper, first of all, we have a black card base. Move this out of the way. Standard A2, 5 1/4 by 4, 5 1/4 by 4, Coastal Cabana matte. This paper is from the Flowers and Field Sale-a-Bration Designer Series paper. But instead of using the flowers, I'm going to use the polka dots because I think that's more suitable for birthday. I don't know. And then the stamp has, we're going to use the happy birthday. We're going to use this balloon. And inside we're going to use, so what if you're a year older, you're fabulous. And we're also going to stamp some candles on the inside. Thank you, Brandy. So what we're going to do is, and I'm going to bring in this Coastal Cabana ribbon. This is in the annual catalog, actually. It's part of the Playing with Patterns combo ribbon pack. There are 3 ribbons in it. So what I thought we'd do is move this out of the way because it's going to bother me. Forgive my dirty mat. I've been stamping today. First of all, I already stamped these. This piece is 5 inches high by a 1/2 inch wide. It was just a scrap I had. And if you start your balloon right at the top, you can fit 3 right on there. And then what I thought we'd do is line this up on either side of that. So let's color our balloons in first. So we don't have a Coastal Cabana marker, but we do have Bermuda Bay. So I'm going to get Bermuda Bay Light. Let me just test it first. Yeah, I think that'll be all right. We'll use that at the top. Actually, we'll use that in the middle. Do our first balloon. I hope you're all doing well as can be. We have had the most gorgeous weather for the last 3 days. You've been addicted to polka dots? Well, there you go. That's sometimes if you don't like, I'm not particularly crazy about this one floral. There's 2 florals in this pack I'm not crazy about. Okay, Brandy. But I do like some of the backs, and this is one that I thought was a good generic one. You could use it for a male or a female, right? Or a kid. Okay, so I'm going to bring in Dark Magenta Madness and Dark Mango Melody for the other 2 balloons. Just add some color, because, you know, balloons are all different colors, right? And then I think we'll put some Wink of Stella on them. Make them shine. I'm just doing simple coloring. I'm not, because these are little images, I'm not going to be fussy about these. So my favorite card is the one we're going to do last, which, yeah. All right, so I think what I'm going to do is go ahead and glue this down. This piece is 5 by 3 3/4. And I need to leave enough room. I only want to be over about to here, so about a 1/2 inch over. I see I stamped it on the back and I didn't get it lined up right. 2 sides to every piece of paper. Oops, let me just slit it and got glue. Okay, actually that's not over far enough because, oh yeah, okay. Now this is about a 1/4 inch wide and the tape runners are wider than that. Hi, Hilden. No. Yeah, me too. Twice this week. That's cool. Thank you. I'm going to go down just a little bit from the end of the ribbon because I am going to wrap this around, but I want that glue dot to be up at the top here. And then I'll put that over onto the back. And I only want one there and at the bottom just to hold it in place on the front, to kind of hold it tight. So let me see if I can get one placed right down here. Not too bad. It might be over a little bit. It's looking a little crooked to me. Maybe my paper slid. I am seeing that these dots aren't really lined up exactly perfectly either. I might have to put one in the middle there. Let me get my snips. And we'll snip that so that there's enough to wrap around the back. I might have to put one in the middle. Yep. All right. And let's try this again. I want, well, I don't really need to cut straight. Oh, it didn't pull. Okay. Sometimes I do put it on the paper and sometimes I put it on the ribbon itself. I'm going to try and get it on the paper again here, close to the white, but not on the white. There we go. You go by Hildy, don't you? Hilda now? Just, I don't like to call people something wrong. Thank you for joining me, everybody. All right, I'm going to get my pointy take your pick and get another Oop. Another glue dot on this one because it's a little too loose for me. Oops. Maybe. Now it was nice and flat. All right. There we go. And I'm going to pull this up a little bit, tighten it. Okay. Now we'll flip it over, and I'm going to just use some Seal, or you could use Seal Plus. Seal's closer for me right now. And push these backs down. You could snip them off. You don't have to do that, but it's just a little extra security I like to have to hold that ribbon on. All right. Now that can get glued onto our card mat. Okay. And the card mat is Coastal Cabana because I believe that's what color these dots are. Always needing birthday cards. And I'm getting behind again in my mailing out birthday cards, so I need to fix that. Now this thing seems like I'm down too low. I'll have to raise it up. Hang on. Get some of this stuff out of here. Raise this up just a bit. There we go. If that gets to be too far away or something, please let me know. All right, now we are going to bring in, I've already cut this one. This is from the Hippo and Friends. Am I saying that right? Yep, Hippo and Friends dies that are in the annual catalog. And I used, we're going to stamp and use this one. And I used this one here for the Coastal Cabana piece. Okay, so I need a scrap of white. And we're going to stamp Happy Birthday somewhere and die cut it right here. All right. Happy Birthday. And I think we'll just do that in Memento Tuxedo Black. Can you guys hear me okay? Am I too loud, too soft, out of frame, out of room? I'm definitely out of room here. And I'm sorry my mat is so dirty, but I was making cards earlier today. That has a piece of something on it, so I'm going to go down here. Doesn't really matter if I get it straight or not. I'm going to do that over again because that one got kind of funny. There we go. I think that's better. The B doesn't seem to be getting enough ink. There we go. Perfect. Yay. You're fine. You hear me? Okay. Thanks, Jen. Right, exactly. We're always needing neutral cards. And I think these colors work, like I said, for male or female. All right, I'm going to turn around and just use a sticky note to hold that on. Now's when I have to get it kind of straight. I got two. All right, I'll be back. I'll be back. And no, I'm not Arnold. No, my name is not Arnold. All right. Oops. All right. Carefully, we got a little bit of the ink off on the sticky part. That's not good, but it'll work. All right, so So I'm just going to put that on here with some glue, and then we'll pop it up somewhere like here, and that'll be the front. Well, we might put a few embellishments on because that's how I roll. And we have two options for that. But I think I know which one I want to use. Okay. So let me get some dimensionals. So what's everybody doing this weekend? Are you crafting? I am making things for 3 different collabs on Saturday, and Sunday is now my designated make jewelry day, and that's what I'm going to be doing. And then I have to get videos up on some of that jewelry because they're for kits that I got in February that I need to I need to make stuff with, like Beadbox Bargain and Softflex on my other jewelry channel. So we're just going to put this, I think I want it sort of up here in between those two balloons. And that'll also help hold that ribbon on. And I took it over to the edge over here. All right, so now let me get some bling bling. I think we're going to use the Playing with Patterns. I forget what these are called. There are some Coastal Cabana in here. These are Playing with Patterns resin dots. They're in the annual catalog. So let's see. I think I just want a little one. I have a little black spot there that, I don't know, from the ink or something. So I'm going to put one right there. And, oops. And that one, hope I got the, yep, I did. We'll put down here on one of the dots. And then we have a medium one. And let's see, we had to put one maybe over here. Nope. 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 Yeah, over here. There we go. So these are available now from the annual catalog as well. And then on the inside, I cut another piece of 5 1/4 by 4 matte of Coastal Cabana. This is Whisper White, but you'd have to order basic white now because they don't have Whisper White anymore. And I think they're out of it. So this is where we're going to just stamp. So what if you're a year older, you're fabulous. We use Memento again for that. We'll do that first. You will make some cards. Yay! Good. You're crafting at some point. Even it's the middle of the night. Oh, I have to make a couple swaps too. I signed up. Megan W is back on YouTube if you guys know her. She used to do quite a lot of swaps and stuff, and then she kind of got into jewelry, and then she kind of disappeared, but she's coming back. And so she has a pocket letter sign up if you're interested. She's only taking sign ups till Sunday, through Sunday, I think. And they're for spring and Easter. So I signed up for that. And I signed up to do 2. And then I'm also swapping with her just because we decided. Okay, now here's a question. Those little sparkly things should be yellow to my eye, but I think I'm just going to do Coastal Cabana down here with these. Bring that in. I think that'll be fine. Now, I could have just put a piece of the paper, but I don't think I have a little strip that size, so we're not going to do that this time. All right, so let me glue that onto here. And then that's our card 1. So again, we're using all the, mostly items except for dies and punches and stuff, and cardstock and ink, obviously, from the Sale-a-Bration brochure. So this is from the stamp set called Approaching Perfection. And the paper is from Sale-a-Bration. Also, it's Flower and Fields, or Fields and Flower, I forget. I think it's Flower and Field. I don't know why I can't get that straight in my mind. The next thing we're going to use is the Ombre paper. We're going to do something a little bit different. All right, so there's card 1. Pretty cute, right? I like that. I wouldn't mind getting that as a birthday card. Pretty, pretty, pretty. I love this Coastal Cabana color, though, so that might be why. A little bit different use of the ribbon just to add a little sparkle. I tend to just swap in my group. Oh, okay. Yeah, me too. I get busy real fast, too. All right, so that is the first one. Let me move that out of the way somewhere. I don't know where. Okay, so the next one, remember we were talking about Memories and More cards, and last week we did a large one. The third card was a large one. So today, I pulled out the ombre paper. I pulled out the heart punches and a little bit of ribbon, and I made a heartfelt thanks for everything. Now this is using the Punch Party, which is in Sale-a-Bration, but it's for parties or orders over $300. You can get this free. And it coordinates with the postage stamp punch, the double oval punches, which are either on back order or not orderable right now. Also, and also it looked like it's coordinated with the heart punch, but that does not. But these sentiments do fit inside the heart. So I stamped a heartfelt thanks for everything, and I did use the Heart Punch Duo from the annual catalog. One is scalloped and one is not. Sorry for the glare. So I made those 4, one of each color, and then I took the other ombre papers. I had some leftover scraps of the bubbly one. This time I used Thank You So Much, and that is from A Touch of Ink, which we're going to use for the third card. And I did bring in some ribbons. This is the Blackberry Bliss striped ribbon in the mini catalog. This is also in the mini catalog. It's called Fine Art Gold ribbon. I don't know. They just call it gold. It does. That one does fray. This is the Coastal Cabana like we just used. And this is the Rococo Rose Scalp Linen Trim. And then these two have the sequins from the, oh gosh, there's an artsy thing, and hang on, I'll get them out and tell you because I can't remember. Oh my goodness. Thank you. They are from the Artistry Blooms Adhesive Back Sequins, which has Calypso Coral, Coastal Cabana, Mango Melody, and Rich Razzleberry. So I used the Rich Razzleberry to go with the Rich Razzleberry paper, and the Coastal Cabana to go with the Bermuda Bay paper because I don't have Bermuda Bay. These are the gems that are in the Sand and Sea suite, and I just colored them with a Rococo Rose alcohol marker, Stampin' Blend in the dark. Excuse me, you do have to let that dry and give it a second coat and let it dry before you try and move it, or it will the coating will come off. And then these are the gold glitter enamel dots. They are online only. They carried over from an old catalog. And let's see what else we have here. And these all just use the white metallic edge ribbon from the annual catalog. It has a silver edge on it. Oops, I have an open one. That one's not open, which my other one's almost gone. I hope they carry that over because I have a whole nother roll of it. Anyway, I just put a little something on there to give it a little pop. So when you get your Memories and More cards, You get 10 little ones. Oh, and on the envelopes for the thank yous, I just used a little flower that comes in the punch party there and on the flap of the envelope. Sorry, it's really bouncing and blurry. And on the heart ones, there's a little heart in there. So I put a heart on the back and on the envelope, and also down in the corner on the inside of the little cards. So you get 10 small, these are considered the small cards and envelopes, and I'm always needing thank you cards to send out to people, and these I will have to send them with something else. So I have 2 cards left. I thought we'd do one of each of those, and I thought we'd use some scraps. So we'll do them a little bit different. So I have this piece of Bermuda Bay with the bubbles and a plain piece that can go like this. And for this one, we have the Rich Razzleberry Ombre. And this is also a piece of the ombre. I don't have a scrap of the bubbles, so I figure we'll just put that like that. Maybe this one will be, I think this one will be the heart one. And this one we'll use the postage stamp punch. Okay. Wait, what? I need to mail you out some cards. Okay. Whenever. You don't have to give me cards. It's fine. Don't fret. Yeah. So, again, this is the Punch Party Host set. So let's stamp some hearts. Well, a heart on white paper, which we can just use this scrap again. And then we need to stamp also, I don't think I have those out still, a heartfelt thanks for the other one. So I think this is the heartfelt thanks. Nope. Let's hope you feel better soon. Here's the heartfelt thanks. Let me get a block. If I have any left. I don't need a giant block. Maybe this will work. Yeah. And I need the I used the other one was out of A Touch of Ink. So let me get that out. That was thank you so much. And I'm going to have to use a little bit too big a block on that one. Unless, well, actually, let me take something off from the birthday one. And I'll use that block. There we go. That's better. It's kind of important to use a block that fits your stamp, because otherwise you might get like the edge of your block all inky. I still do sometimes, even with the right size block. But that's a tip, that it's kind of important to do that, because if I had this on this big block, it's swimming, I very likely could get ink on the edge of my block when I push it into the ink pad, and then it's going to get on my card, and I don't want it to do that. So let me move these out of the way real quick. And we're going to stamp in Rich Razzleberry. Thank you so much. Okay, thanks, Marla. The last card's my favorite, but you can watch later if you want. Have a good day at work. Or night, actually. All right, I'm going to put this up about, not too far, but up far enough that the heart punch will fit over it. And let's see, which one is the scallop? I don't want the scallop for this. So we're just gonna, oops, wrong one. Heartfelt thanks is what I wanted for that. So we'll just do this. I'm gonna have to cut it. Yep. Hang on. I did a boo-boo. That's the wrong sentiment for the heart. That one's for the postage stamp one. Oh, you know what? I don't want that color for the postage stamp one either. Well, sorry, I'm not paying attention. I'll do it over here. I wanted to say a heartfelt thanks because it's a thank you card with a heart on it. All right, let's do this again. Put it about the same place, but over here. Hopefully I got enough ink on it. Yes. Now we can do that. See how that fits in there just nice? And there we go. And that I had a happy birthday on the back of. But it's okay because we're going to put, we're going to use the scallop punch. I love these punches. I hope they keep them forever and ever and ever. They're like my favorite, one of my favorite punch packs. And, you know, they won't keep them forever and ever, but I hope they keep them for another annual catalog. So, okay, so let's just glue those together. And put it on here. That just makes it, And then we have to glue these down. Now you can actually, because this is light, you could stamp on here too, but I'm not going to for this card. These are just meant for, you know, I'll use these like for people that place orders or something to put in with a little card goodie. I usually try and give cards out. I have not done that for my February orders yet, so bear with me. All right. We're just going to glue that down too. Oh, no. Let's put the ribbon on there. I almost forgot. All right. So we have glue there, but I'll put a little. You can use Seal or Seal Plus. I actually prefer to use Seal Plus for tacking ribbon down, but I have Seal handy. So we'll use Seal. And I just like to tack it across about in the middle on the back. You know, you've seen me do this many times. These are my, yeah, see what happened when you don't use your ribbon cutting scissors? That paper cutting scissors don't cut the ribbon. So, in case you all don't know, I use the Stampin' Up snips as for ribbon only, and these are my paper cutting scissors. And I got it crooked. That's my daughter. She sent me a picture of her kitties, I think. I don't know. I can't see the picture yet. So, my kitty spent the whole, like, late morning, early afternoon with me up here. Then we went down for lunch. And now she's with her boy, my son. I must say my brother. She's with my son in her usual spot on his lap. Even though I fed her and I let her go out on the patio for a little bit because it's like 40. It's a little cooler today than yesterday. Tomorrow it's supposed to get to 54 degrees Fahrenheit, but we're expecting 3 days of rain now, which means all this snow is going to melt and we're going to end up places around here. I won't get flooded, I don't think, but so there's that. And then we have this little heart which will stamp on the inside. I was thinking about stamping it up here too, but I'm not going to right now. So it's just the little touches, right? So we're just going to put that right down here in this corner. And then we'll bring in the envelope. We'll put one on the back here, in the middle, and one on the front. You could also use the paper and do the inside of the envelopes and stuff. And heaven knows I have enough of this paper, but I'm not going to do that tonight. Thank you, Jen. Oh, hang on. 1314. My daughter's in her home office, which is actually a corner of her bedroom. Anyway, the two cats are sitting right outside her door staring at her like, and she says, I think they want an afternoon snack. Cats can be so funny. All right, so for this one, we are going to use that other stamp that I pulled out the first time incorrectly. Let me put these heart punches back somewhere. I just took their spot with my glue stuff. All right. And this time we will be using the postage stamp, this little flower, but I need to clean my stamps first. And remember, the last card's like the fanciest. And we're going to do some coloring and stuff on the last one, and even fussy cutting. Oh my goodness, yes. We'll even do fussy cutting on the third card. Oops. Yeah. Okay. So this one, we're going to do a little different than we did those other ones because I have scraps like this. I might move this over a little bit, have a little bit of white show, and then have that go right there. And then I think we'll still do a white postage stamp right here, and we'll stamp in Bermuda Bay. Yeah, it is good to send a thank you. I am not as good as I should be about that. So this is the thank you so much from the A Touch of Ink. And let's see, the postage stamp goes like this. Now I got something on there, huh? Let's try it down here and see if it'll work. Yes, I'm going to actually punch it out first. I don't usually like to do that, but because I'm running out of space on here, we're going to try it that way first. And now let me bring my stamp in. Thank you so much. And I think I'm going to stand up so I can try and get this straight. Or sort of straight anyway. Perfect. Yay. Now, while I have this little flower out and the ink out, oh, you know what? I think maybe we'll move this over. I might change my mind here. I might put this over like this and stamp a little flower here and here. No, I think that's too much. I don't like that. All right, but I can do a little flower right on, if I can get a hold of it, right on here. And I think one in the other corner too. And I didn't do that on the other ones. And then I think we'll do that on the inside of the card. We'll just do it right here. Actually, we'll just do it up here. Yeah, kind of messed that up. It's okay. It's okay. And then we'll do it here like this. Okay, and then we'll do the envelope. Let me clean that off a little bit first, though. Okay. Envelope. And over here. Okay. Now we'll put the ink away so I don't get it on everything. And let's assemble. Pretty easy. And I got a little ink on that. We have a whole set of 10 little thank you cards. Your cat loves to try to steal ham or any type of lunch meat. Yes. Ours does too, but she has short legs, so she can't actually jump up on the counters, which I'm thankful for, because my daughters are wanting to get up on the counters and stuff all the time. And her one cat is so big. I call him Kanga Cat because his legs look like kangaroo legs in the back. And he jumps. He gets up on the top of the refrigerator and stuff. I couldn't deal with that. I think I have that crooked, actually. So I want to move it just a little bit before it dries. There we go. And then this one's going to go across like this. But I think I want it, yeah, doesn't really matter. So the back is Rococo Rose Ombre on that one. And, you know what? I didn't put the Costa Cabana ribbon on. That's okay. We don't need it this time. So we're going to bump this up again. And then we'll put some embellishments on both of these. And you can color that flower in if you want to, but I am not doing that. And one here. All right. So I finished my Whisper White pack of Memories and More cards. Actually, I think I have them on order, and what I showed earlier was a pack of note cards, but they come the same way. So I'm going to put that more in the middle. And then I'll put some embellishments around. And there's our little envelope. And let's get those, because we did Rococo Rose, Rich Raspberry and Bermuda Bay, we're going to get out those sequins and use them again because they come in Rich Raspberry and Costa Cabana, which is close enough to Bermuda Bay. And these are, again, from the annual catalog. They're from the Artistry Blooms Adhesive Back Sequins number 152477. And Nick's had asked about, is this the last week for Friday Live? The poll is in, and I think it was like, well, as of yesterday, like 68% said, yeah, switch to Wednesday at 7. So that is what I'm going to do because that's just more convenient. And Friday night will be mostly gone, but I think I want that in the white also. But will be occasional. I'll do occasional Fridays as I have something special to announce or occasional other days too. All right, let's use some Rich Raspberry dots here. Adhesive back sequins. I'm going to put a big one down here. That one's broken. The little one up here. I guess I'll do another big one because I have more of those. If I can get it up. There we go. And we'll just put that up here. There we go. Heartfelt thanks and a thank you. And we have one more card for tonight. I'm losing my sequins. There we go. Yeah, they are cute. And the colors are nice. I'm trying to use some stuff up because I don't know if they're going to continue. And I want to make room for the new stuff, right? So these two are a little different than the other ones, but for the same idea. So we have them in all different colors. So they're a little bit more personalized than, you know, sending the same exact one out, but they're the same paper. So your ombre paper goes a long way. And this is just little cards, 3 1/4 by 4 1/4 inch cards. Or again, you could use them with the Memories and More cards and, you know, make cards with whatever. You don't even need paper, then you would just use the card itself. So I have 10 little thank you cards I can use, right? All right, so the last card for today is this one. This also uses a touch of ink. Sorry, I had to get some stuff out of the way. It uses the Hummingbird, and it uses the Thinking of You, which I think I have out somewhere. Pretty sure. And it uses the flower here. And this paper is actually the back of the raspberry paper we used on Tuesday. So that is from the Berry Delightful, which you can get with the Berry Blessing stamp set in Sale-a-Bration. The paper and the stamp set combined, you can get free with a $100 purchase. And I think I said Tuesday that I wanted to use this kind of leaf-looking paper. So I decided to do that today. And this is what I came up with. So if you ever don't like the front or you need something more generic, there you go. But you could also do something similar to this using the Forever Greenery, has some nice green papers in it, or even the other Sale-a-Bration paper called, Flowers, Paper Blooms, I'm sorry. This one would be nice with it too, because it's that all over green. But this paper has Granny Apple Green in it, and that's why I wanted to use it, because I thought that color went good with a Hummingbird and Pretty Peacock cardstock, which is one of the in colors that I think will be retiring. It's scheduled to be. And this is the Pretty Peacock Scallop Linen Ribbon. These are from the Stitch So Sweetly. Of course, I have something in front of the name of it. Yeah, Stitch So Sweetly dies. It goes with the So Sentimental stamp set in the annual catalog, but I use these quite a lot, actually. So it is the, I think it's the second and third largest. The white one's on the second, and let's see, I already stamped that. So first thing we'll do is we'll color the flowers. I already cut these out, so hopefully I don't mess up coloring. Then we'll stamp the hummingbird and fussy cut it. And then on the inside, I just stamped off the hummingbird twice. So this is like the third generation, if you will. And then the stamp set has this little, I don't know what it's supposed to be, but I liked it down at the bottom. I maybe could have put it at the top, and a scrap of the paper. So that's what we're going to make. So let's get busy. And I thought about making the second one be a butterfly, but it also has a pretty butterfly in. I just didn't feel like fussy cutting around those little butterfly legs. So that would be more if I stamp on an oval or something. And yeah. All right, so we're going to use Magenta Madness, Light and Dark, Granny Apple Green Light, and Mango Melody, which is my favorite yellow in the Stampin' Blends, is Mango Melody, because it's a nice bright yellow. I love it for flower centers and stuff. So we're actually going to use that first. Flower centers, and I even put a little bit around here because my flowers are going to be two-tone. A little yellow, a little pink, well, three-tone, because they're actually going to have some dark and light Magenta Madness in them, which, by the way, is another color I'm actually loving. Nice bright pink. Okay, that's it for that. Now we use Dark Mango Melody. Thank you, honeybees. I should know your name. Is it Tashana? I think somebody said that before. I always forget. I'm sorry. I just call you honeybees all the time. Some people just say hi, but I don't like that, to just say that. All right. So now I'm just coming in with some dark. And I am using the nib end this time because this is kind of a small image. I want the dark all around the Mango Melody dark in there. And then we'll try and blend it out a little bit. And I'm not worried if it's not perfect because flowers aren't. I just don't really want to go outside the... Oops, I forgot to put yellow on that. That's all right. And then this little bud here will do. And then light magenta madness. Oops, wrong end. They look a little weird right now, don't they? We'll fix it. No worries. Don't panic. It'll work. I was gonna do the hummingbird and just have it ready, and I thought, well, no, first of all, I ran out of time, but as usual. But I thought, no, you can see me suffer through fussy cutting. I didn't do too bad. It's actually, the hummingbird is not that hard to fussy cut, thankfully. Another thing you can, now that is a 2-step stamp also, and I'll show you one I did, maybe, I'll show it to you, I don't know, I'm not real happy with it, where I did the 2-step. I mean, I'm happy with the 2-step, but then I only use like 2 colors on it, and I just thought it doesn't look like a real hummingbird to me, so I'm kind of a realist that way. Usually if you use small circular motions, it blends really well. There, like that. But this is a small area, so however you can get the color in is pretty good. I'm just going to go back over some of these areas. You don't want to go over it too much because you can tear your paper if you get it too wet, because it does go back to the, it goes through the back. Thank you, Brandy. Thank you, Brandy. You said it twice. You love my birthday card? Oh, thank you. Marie. I can't remember which one it was. But anyway. I owe people February's. I think I got one out for early February, and then the rest of the month I'm late with. But they're going to go out. They're going to go. I'm trying to do better that way. And then March is going to be a busy month for birthdays. I don't know about in our group, but elsewhere. So let me put these away for a moment. Actually, let me leave these out because we're going to use them on the hummingbird. So let me get a clean scrap of white and let's stamp our hummingbird. And we are going to use Memento Tuxedo Black for that. Let me show you the one I did that I'm not crazy about. I stamped this in, first of all, I stamped it in Pretty Peacock, and then I colored it in Pretty Peacock. And actually what I did is I used the 2-step part, and I used Granny Apple Green, and I stamped off and put it on, and it was okay, but it didn't look like it had enough color to me. Anyway, I just think it's too kind of blah. So I did it over again. For this one, I stamped it in Memento Tuxedo Black, and then I did use Dark and Light Pretty Peacock, Bright Magenta Madness, because the hummingbirds around here are called Red Throat or Red Throat, I think. Something. There's another name for them. And then they're mostly like this teal peacock color and some different green, and then their bellies are more light, so I use Pool Party Light on that. So we're going to do it the same way as that, and then we'll fussy cut it. Oops, I got some black on my block. Doesn't really matter where I stamp it on this. Okay, and let me clean that off. And then we will color it first. And I'm going to use dark Magenta Madness and the nib end. And we're just going to go, I don't know, let me bring this down a little bit. See right in here, there's like a little area. We're just going to color that little area with dark Magenta Madness. Right under his eye there. And there's like little feathery areas. Okay, that's all we're going to do there. And then we're going to, hummingbirds are attracted to bright pinks and reds and things like that. Now we're going to use dark Pretty Peacock back here. I hope this is the dark. Yep. Had to check because it looked a little light to me. And then we'll use that again, but then we're going to switch to light and use that in here. My mother used to love hummingbirds. She always had a feeder out for them in the warmer months, and you have to kind of put it out early up here because they come, like the male comes and scouts ahead to find the where the food is before he brings the female to look for a nesting spot. All right, this is Pool Party Light. I'm going to use that for its chest here, belly, whatever you want to call it, which sometimes are like a white or a gray, but I didn't want just white or gray. And then we're going to use light Pretty Peacock and light Granny Apple Green for the rest. I need to get some blocks out of the way here. I'm like getting claustrophobic. I got stuff all around me. There we go. All right. I think I just did like every other one almost in Pretty Peacock. I have peacock lamps in my home. They're stained glass lamps in my living room. But one of them is actually, it's like a nightlight shaped like a peacock, but I don't usually put that on, which I should because it's really pretty when it's on. Not being too particular here, but I do want some of these. In Peacock. And then we're going to use the Granny Apple Green to fill in the rest. Okay, good enough. Hi, Marie. I think I said hi before. Thank you, honeybees. And here I'm kind of blending the Granny Apple Green light with the Peacock light, Pretty Peacock light. And then if you want to go over it, if anything looks too green or too, too much of one color, then you just go over it. Like I like more of the peacock color than I do the green, but I thought it was pretty with both, especially given the background of the card is like 3 shades of green. But that's the other thing. I didn't want it to blend in too much with the card itself, the back of the designer paper. Let's see. Yeah, I guess that's all right. Maybe I used the dark. I don't know. But I think he's coming out kind of cute. There we go. And then the last thing I did on them is I took the wink of Stella, if I can find it. Here it is. And their feathers seem like slicked down, very shiny on their heads especially. So I'm gonna give it some wink of Stella here. Actually, maybe everywhere. We'll just go down its wings and give it a couple streaks of wink of Stella. So cute. Hummingbirds are so cute. First time I ever saw one, I thought it was like a giant bee because I didn't see it up close. And it was so tiny, but it was like a giant bee or a, I didn't know what it was the first time I saw it. I was young and kind of foolish, you know, but. And then I didn't see one again for many years until actually I saw it at my mother's house because she was feeding them all the time. She tried to get me doing it, but you have to be careful because you have to change their, I'm not an expert by any chance of the stretch of the imagination, but you do have to be vigilant and change their sugary water because if it gets sour and they drink it, they can actually get sick from it. I prefer more just to have bright pink or red flowers out. I have a bush called a Roses Sharon bush, which gives actually kind of light pink flowers, but they're sort of trumpet shaped, and they love that thing. My friend said, it's a weed, don't plant that, you'll be sorry, but I actually love it. Even if it is a weed. He said that because it grows without much trouble, which is what I need, though, because I have a terrible... I'm going to come back and do those tail feathers there. This is Deb's way of fussy cutting. Actually, sometimes because it's having this big piece of paper here, it gets in my way. So I do that. And then you're supposed to make the paper move and not the scissors like that. But see, I don't think that's in there far enough. Okay, I guess that'll be good enough. And that's a little nook there. And we'll just go down here. We'll do some cleanup afterwards. Because sometimes I get it too choppy and then I don't like it either. I have to come in and fix them up. Not the best at fussy cutting. It hurts my hands. A little bit of arthritis, not a lot in my hands. But I don't try and dwell on that. I just try and keep moving them because they say the more you move, the less it bothers you. So that's my story and I'm sticking with it. Till it gets so bad I can't move, which hopefully that won't happen. Yeah, there we go. Sorry, this is kind of a long process, but it's okay. We're good on time today. And this is the last card I have for you. As a reminder that Sale-a-Bration ends on Sunday. Now, the mini catalog, January to June, that's available till 30th of June, with the exception of the strawberry, sweet strawberry stamp and punch are no longer available until the annual comes out, but that actually is early May for you guys. And that particular stamp set will be in there. Okay, I've got to come down here and clean up the tails, the tail feathers. I'll look up in a minute, sorry if anybody's saying anything. I was so happy to have 3 days of nice weather. I walked out all around the yard today, checked my roof everywhere. What's really funny is my son has the hottest room in the house, right? The heat, the chimneys goes up in there, and it's like the warmest room in the house. So he's always hot, and then my living room is always cooler. So I'm always like cold and he's always hot. But anyway, so the hottest room in the house, the roof above his room has snow on it still, like a couple inches of snow. And nowhere else on the house is there any snow on top of the roof yet. I think I'm just going to take I have a little bit of white there, but I don't want to risk trying to cut that anymore. So I'm just going to take the Stampin' Blend and go around that. In fact, I'm just going to do that all around. You can use your Stampin' Right also, but the blend bleeds into the paper a little more, and I actually want that on this particular where I've cut and stuff. I want that to happen to fill in the white areas. I have a piece of white on me. Okay, and just a little bit up here. And his head's a little choppy, so we snip those points. He doesn't have a pointy head. He has a smooth head. Right? That's a little better. Okay, there we go. Lid. Strawberry Stampin' Punch. Yeah, that one is no longer orderable. If you have it on back order, you will get it. But they're not accepting any more orders now till when the annual comes out. Hi, Sherry from Ohio. Thank you, Hildy. Well, the annual is effective actually May for customers next. For demonstrators, April 1st. But yeah, May for customers. May 4th, I want to say, is when the new annual takes effect. Okay, so let's get this thing started to be assembled. Right here is our designer paper, and again, this is the back side of the paper that we used Tuesday with the raspberries on it, but we're using the leaves this time. And actually, before I glue that down, I need the scalloped linen ribbon in Pretty Peacock. So I almost forgot. And I'm going to go about a third of the way up on here. And I actually do want Seal for this. I mean Seal Plus, because this is a heavy ribbon. I'm going to use Seal Plus. Okay. And maybe put like 2 rows there just to make sure it holds. Lefties unite, Sherry. Cool. My mother was left-handed, which was cool, except that she couldn't teach me some things like writing, and she wasn't really much of a knitter or crocheter, but she did try and teach me crochet once, and yeah, that didn't work. And my best friend, one of my best friends growing up, was left-handed also. She lived right down the street, and she couldn't teach me either because she was left-handed. So I just never learned how to crochet. And then I learned how to wire crochet a little bit, and I didn't have any trouble learning that. So I don't know. I'm not the best at it, but anyway, we're just going to glue this down. Yes, left-handers are great. I'm not one of them, but I'm pretty great too, right? Nah, I'm kind of weird. Weird and strange, as my daughter said many years ago. I'm not worried about that being a little bit loose. I mean, it's not loosey-loosey, because we're going to put this on top of it on dimensionals, and that'll help hold it down. I'm going to glue this down, and you see blends, the alcohol markers will go through the paper. So don't have a white card base and color right on the card base unless you're going to put something on the inside, because it will go through. I learned that one time. I was doing a note card early on or something. And I ended up having to put like designer paper or something in over it on the inside. I hope that looks straight. I don't know. All right, dimensionals. I might have to open a new pack soon here. No, we'll use all the bits. Actually, I like these strips for doing just this. Actually, there's one left on there, so let's use this one. We'll go like that and like that. Is that too long? Nope, it's perfect. And then we're just going to put that right down the middle. How about that? Another thing you could use here, though, is we have the adhesive foam sheets for Stampin' Up. I actually just ordered 2 more packs of them because I'm getting low. And I really like using them when you have a big area like this to put on something, because you don't get any dips and valleys in your piece then. All right, let me hold this up, and I'm going to put it over a little bit because I need room for the hummingbird. Is it straight, guys? It's going to be straight enough. Now the hummingbird, we need to use some minis and some big ones. So I do need another sheet of big ones because I don't feel like cutting. Hang on. You watch all the replays? Aw. If I was normal, I'd be boring. I think I am kind of boring, actually. My voice is kind of just, I don't know. I put people to sleep. I think I do. So I do try and put a little inflection in my voice every now and then. Oh, these are sticking on the back. They cut through the back like. All right, the head up here, we'll put a little one. Let's see if I can get a big one down in this tail. Yes. Because I don't want I don't want that on there. Oops. I did that the last time. I'll use that on the wing. The head is going to be over the flower here, so it needs room. Yep, that's all I want on it, to go to the flower. And I kind of want it heading into the center of the flower there, right? Because he's trying to get the nectar. So that gets a little bit of glue on there, on his head. And if you can get a little dot on its beak, that's good. All right. I love hummingbirds. I like to watch them flitter. I don't see them very often, but every now and then. If I sit out on my patio for a while and be real still, and I have flowers blooming, that's when I will see them in the summertime. I have daffodils blooming, guys. You know what I forgot to do? On this card, I stamped the sentiment right on here, and I had one more little pretty peacock butterfly, and I used it there. There's a reason I used it there, because I kind of messed up that die cut. So now I have to try and stamp Thinking of You right on there. Oh no, I hope I can do it. Is this it? Yes. I hope it works and doesn't get all wobbly. Let me get the pretty peacock. Thank you, Sherry. I'm glad you could join us. The more the merrier on this fine Friday afternoon or evening or whatever. I have to stand up to make sure I get this in the right position. All right. I usually don't do this. Ugh. I thought that would happen. I have to try and line up words. That's not the best. You know what? I'm not going to do that. I'm going to get my pretty peacock marker. This is the dye-based marker. And stamp this over here so I can see how it's supposed to be. Oh no. Now I got a thingy in my ink pad. Come out of there. Ugh, really? There. Okay. All right, we just have a line going here. I hope I'm saving it. You don't know. Gonna have to do. There, Dr. Deb fixed it, sort of. My plants and lemon tree. Oh no. Oh no. Every time you say that lemon tree, I always think of Peter, Paul, and Mary because they sang that lemon tree song. Okay. Before we do the inside, we are going to pull out the In Color enamel dots in Magenta Madness and just put 3 of those on. I want a whole pack of Magenta Madness enamel dots. That's what I want. Because I use them, it seems like I use them the most. I don't know. I've ordered like 3 packs of these things already, and one of them is almost all the way gone. One of them, I think my Magenta Madness is just about gone, and this one's going down fast now too. So that's a sign I need to use the other colors. I'll put this one right here. There we go. You just ordered and got your Hummingbird. Your Hummingbird. The Touch of Ink, you mean? The set? Or a feeder? Or... It's a beautiful set, and it has a pretty butterfly in it too. I just didn't want to fussy cut that little part because I'm not the best fussy cutter. And this is 2-step, like I said. There is something, you don't even have to color the Hummingbird the way I did. You can just 2-step stamp with a color in there, but I like it the way I did it. Okay, so on the inside now, let me clean my stamp real quick. We're gonna first put this little, I don't know, dirt or whatever it is across the bottom. And then we're going to restamp the Hummingbird in Pretty Peacock. We're going to stamp off twice and just put an image here. And then we'll put this on. Okay. That's the plan. So I put my ink away. Why did I do that? Thank you. I love the peacock color. I like blues and teals and things. They're blues and teals are me. So this I'm stamping off a little bit and just putting this across the bottom. I don't know why. I just felt like it needed it. You really don't have to go all the way over to the left because we're going to have this piece of paper over here. This is 5 1/4 by 4. And now we're going to stamp off twice and do a 3rd generation on here just to have a faint Hummingbird image. That's the female flying after the male. Something like that. He scouted out the feeder, the flowers, and said, come, have some food. It's waiting for us here. Okay, now let's glue this together. This is the last card I have for today. And I'll bring out the ones we did on Tuesday again to show you all different things you can do with Sale-a-Bration. Now, I'm sure I made other cards using the Sale-a-Bration stuff too, but I probably used them in conjunction with other stamp sets and things. So I don't have those all ready to show you, but if you didn't get your Sale-a-Bration items, get them now because it ends Sunday. And you might be sorry if you don't have, for example, the berry paper, which actually this is out of. And you get the strawberry thing because the berry blessings and the sweet strawberry bundle go so nicely together. But this paper is actually out of the berry blessings. So there we have our third event here for the night. So let me clean this stuff up a little bit and bring in all the cards. Oops. I forgot I have to clean my snips because I got ink on them. Okay, so these use a touch of ink. The Berry Blessings, we made 10. Well, we made 2 together, little Memories and More small thank you cards, but out of the Oso Ombre, the Heart Punch Pack, and the rectangular postage stamp punch, we made 1 in every colorway with that, and 1 in every colorway with the hearts. And then together we made another heart with some scraps of the paper I had and that. So I have 10 cards there, and the first card we made used Approaching Perfection and the Flowers and Field paper. This is the back of one of the floral papers. We stamped the little balloons on here, stamped Happy Birthday. These are from the Happy Hippo and Friends, whatever. And inside we stamped from that same set. So what if you're a year older, you're fabulous, and the birthday candles. So we used, 4 things out of that. And these are from the Playing with Patterns resin dots. So I thought that's cute too. I hope you enjoyed that. And then Tuesday, we had done this from the Berry bundle from the Sale-a-Bration. That is the other side of this paper. And this is on a large Memories and More card, 4 1/4 by 6 1/4, whereas these are 3 1/4 by 4 1/4. So I used Memories and More. I used up all my Whisper White Memories and More cards. This one we used the Flower and Field with the Darling Donkeys and the Daisy medium Daisy Punch. So that was cute. This one we used the other paper, the Blooms paper, I think it's called. Can't remember the names of them. Paper Blooms paper. And the Corner Bouquet. And this is out of the Heal Your Heart. Also a Sale-a-Bration item. I love that font on that. Thank you. And that was the inside. I don't know what I would do without you. And these are some other examples I had done for a collaboration using some of the Designer Series papers. This is from Comfort and Hope in the annual catalog. I think this is out of... that might be out of Comfort and Hope from the annual catalog too. And this is out of the I think Pretty Perennials maybe, or In Blooms. I can't remember, but I had stamped it in white ink and then on Misty Moonlight paper and then put Just Jade on it. So lots of things you can do with Sale-a-Bration items. There we go. That's out of the Touch of Ink. So yeah, lots of things. I hope you enjoyed this week's Sale-a-Bration-a-thon. Trying to use some things from Sale-a-Bration before it ends on Sunday, and to give you some ideas and things. Think maybe you might want some things. If you do, I'm a Stampin' Up demonstrator in the United States, and I'd love to have your business. I know quite a few of you on here are actually demonstrators, but for those who might be watching that aren't, and you're in the USA, and if you'd like to order something, I'd love to be your demonstrator. And this is the host code, only good through Sunday. I will set up a new one for March on. I'll put it under my videos for March. I may put it under, well, I usually leave the February one in February, and then I put a new one in March's videos. But I also post it on my Facebook group, Deb House Crafty Cottage group, if you want to join that. You just have to answer 3 questions to get in. But make sure you answer the questions. If you leave one blank, because one of them is, are you a Stampin' Up demonstrator? If you don't answer it, I won't let you in. If you answer yes, you'll get in. But there are some rules. You can't sell in my group because it's my group. And then I also have a Facebook business page called Deb House Crafty Cottage Independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. Feel free to like that page. I put the announcements on both of those places on Facebook. And sometimes I post on the community tab here, so hopefully you get notifications about that. All right, everyone, that is what I have for today. Strawberry shortcake book. Ah, that would be pretty. Thank you, Nix. Thank you, Sherry. Thank you, Hildy. All right, I am going to get off here because I have to go cook dinner. I have some meat thawed out, but I don't really know what I want to make with it, so I don't know what we're going to do. Maybe it'll be pizza night. It is Friday, right? Oh my gosh. Thank you, Brandy. You're the best. I appreciate you all coming. I also appreciate all the thumbs ups. Let me see. Tomorrow is the 27th, so tomorrow, I think at noon, I have a collab called The Stickier Side of Crafting, where we try to use up our sticker stash. If that interests you, come watch that at noon tomorrow. And then the 28th is actually, we have a color combination collab where we use 3 specific Stampin' Up! Colors, or some people in the collab don't have Stampin' Up! Papers and inks and things, but they have to try and approximate those colors. I use Stampin' Up! Colors, so if you'd like to see what I made for Sunday's collab, I have 3 cards for you using Stampin' Up! Products on Sunday. Yeah, Friday's pizza night. Okay. And then let's see. Then Monday the 1st, we have what do we have? Lovely Ladies collab and also House Mouse collab. So come see those as well. And then remember, I'm not on live again until Wednesday, March 3rd, but the Butterfly Brilliance goes live Tuesday, March 2nd. And we will be using this on the 3rd along with some other stuff. So lots going on for your entertainment and to give you ideas. So I hope you get to watch some of those. Again, thank you. I'm going to put my little spiel in here. Thanks for joining me. And if I could type right, it would be great. But it's kind of at a weird angle. There we go. All right, everyone. Bye for now. Thanks again.